Hello, folks. Welcome back to to commentary on the latest incident in South Africa, the so-called, well, self-described ANC biatch. Yep. Well, before I begin my commentary on the Boxing Day incident, I must say that I'm curious. Things are very quiet in South Africa at this hour. Strangely, Julius Malema and the malcontents, also known as the Economic Freedom Fighters, have not issued any press releases, nor have they organized any protest marches after the racially tinged abuse a black woman hurled at coloreds on a Fly SAF Air flight. Also, the South African Human Rights Commission is yet to launch an investigation into the racist incident that harmed the dignity of South Africans. Now, in my previous videos, my sarcasm was lost on a few of the viewers, so I'll point out here that my comments that I just made about the EFF and the South African Human Rights Commission and their inaction are meant as sarcasm for their rank hypocrisy. So, who is the ANC bitch? Folks, in her Sunday spotlight, Asante Mokua penned perhaps the best brief biography of the unruly, racially insensitive patronage puppy yet in her X post. See the link to her account in the description below this video. 43-year-old Nobuntu Nobs Mkhize is brand manager at the South African Broadcasting Corporation. Well, or at least she was when the weekend began. Let's see what happens on Monday. Born in Pietermaritzburg in KwaZulu-Natal province, Mkhize attended St. John's Diocesan School for Girls and later earned a bachelor's degree in film, media, and marketing from the University of Cape Town. Her obnoxious behavior on a Fly SAF Air flight from Durban to OR Tambo on Boxing Day 2024 was recorded by so many passengers and was so utterly disgraceful that the ANC actually moved with uncharacteristic alacrity in distancing itself from her and initiating an investigation into her party status, whether she's even in the party. Now, mind you, this is the same African National Congress that refused to investigate Phala Phala and is still trying desperately to cover up those crimes. Among the many nasty and stupid things that she said on the flight was the bizarre comment, "You don't even know who my father is." Well, how in the world is anyone on that plane, when you're sitting at the back in economy, supposed to know who he was? Well, now we know. Her father is the late Thabo Mkhize, a well-known journalist who moved in influential circles, including the orbit of Queen Elizabeth II. Mkhize was the editor of the Pietermaritzburg-based Echo newspaper from 1985 to 1991, a critically important time in the history of South Africa. He later served as an assistant editor of the Natal Witness newspaper in Pietermaritzburg and as regional manager of the SABC in KwaZulu-Natal. Mkhize was also president of the Association of Democratic Journalists, which mentored many aspiring journalists. Now, perhaps Nobs is a legacy hire at SABC. After all, her father worked there. Kaba was posthumously awarded the Order of the Ikhamanga in silver back in 2017. Silver represents excellent achievement. The Order of the Ikhamanga is a South African civilian honor that recognizes achievements in arts, culture, literature, music, journalism, and sports, which replaced the vaunted, venerable Order of the Baobab. Now, speaking of Queen Elizabeth II, Nobs wrote her a letter in 1995 and received a reply from Buckingham Palace. Fascinating. In a 2022 fluff piece, The Independent Online mentioned that the letter is a fond memory for Nobs. Oddly, she attempted to profit off it when she said she tried to auction off the letter in Johannesburg back in 2012, but was advised to keep it because it'd be worth more. Wow, that memory really is fond, isn't it? Trying to profit off of it. Now, Asante posted the following on her brief biography on X. In light of her father's extraordinary legacy, Nobuntu's behavior contrasts sharply, sparking questions about the weight of privilege, responsibility, and how such a remarkable lineage is reconciled with personal actions. Well, it's not exactly a remarkable lineage. Her father accomplished things. It has nothing to do with her. It's not like her father, going back 3 or 5, 17 generations. It's not a remarkable lineage. She happened to have a remarkable father. Yes, it does spark those questions and many more. For instance, why do women always beat down other women? What's that all about? Why do women always attack other women? Well, why is a black woman verbally and physically assaulting colored women who earn their way through life as flight attendants? If she is this arrogant, condescending, racially insensitive, and full of herself after a couple of drinks on a flight that lasts less than 2 hours, imagine what she is like when she is stone cold sober. Now, I frequently fly SAF Air. The flight attendants have never been anything but polite and professional. In fact, they're one of the reasons I enjoy flying with Fly SAF Air. They're lovely people, and they make the journey pleasant. There was no call for her conduct whatsoever. Like most suddenly famous caters who have something to hide, her social media has gone silent. She's locked her X and Instagram accounts, though as of this hour on December 29th, 2024, you can still find her on LinkedIn if you'd like to learn about her. Now, aside from her father's legacy and riding daddy's coattails, a la Lindiwe Sisulu, what has she done? Since leaving university in 2002, Mkhize has worked at many famous brands in South Africa, including Ogilvy, British American Tobacco, Pernod Ricard, Stern Kinekor, Universal Music Group, Ushaka Marine World, and the South African Broadcasting Corporation. Given her inability to handle her booze, she's likely to find it difficult to add to that impressive list of brand names on her future curriculum vitae. Now, Asante offered Nobs some great advice. Given her profession, it's crucial for her to prioritize self-awareness. Indeed. A life coach could help her navigate these triggers, and she should seriously consider abstaining from drinking in public. Stakes are too high and missteps are too costly. Well, she's likely burned too many bridges. Maybe not. But after over 2 decades in the marketing field, how in God's green acre could this woman be so vile? In public. I mean, seriously, someone who cultivates brands with the public and consumers cannot be so nasty. Or can they be? While Ms. Mkhize's conduct is atrocious and shocking to some folks, she is human. Perhaps the booze on that flight, a little Dutch courage, as they say, helped her expose who she truly is. In any case, now she has certainly established her own brand, one that she can take to the economic freedom fighters and the Nkonto Sizwe party if she's in need of future employment. After all, I am an ANC bitch. Woo, man, that's not going to age very well. What say you, South Africa? Happy New Year.
You cannot do this. You cannot do this. Do you hear me? And then you will be fired. Oh, you think I'm not a mystery shopper? I'm a mystery shopper of this place. You think you're one from this area? Hey. Why are you touching me like that on your back? She has no rights. No rights. Black people in this country have a problem of shutting up. But if I was white, then it would be like, oh.